going to areas that the majority of the population won't ever see. Canyons can be long and have a very long approach. It's challenging physically and it's challenging mentally. You have to know how to rig the rope and how to rig the rope in various ways to retrieve it. It's like an adventure. It's a multifaceted adventure. I feel that canyoneering is a sport where you can still explore things that potentially may not have been explored before. My name is Alden, and I'm a canyoneer. Canyoneering in its most simple form is going down canyons. Generally, you're talking about technical canyons that require some sort of rope skills. Canyoneering, also referred to as canyoning, is kind of a multi-discipline sport. It involves hiking, route finding, down climbing, rappelling. It can even include rafting and swimming. To be a good canyoneer, you have to be trustworthy, reliable, responsible. Someone's life is in your hands, and your life is in someone's hands. There's different canyons all over the world. We have a lot of canyoneering in LA. There's some in San Diego, Central California, Northern California, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, Puerto Rico. There are a lot of canyons in the Colorado Plateau, primarily Utah. You have a lot of the sandstone canyons. In Colorado, you have a lot of wet canyons. All over Europe, pretty much anywhere where there are mountains, there are probably canyoneering opportunities. Some of the main skills you need to develop as a canyoneer are route finding, technical rope skills, rappelling, anchor building, rigging rope, getting out of potholes. You basically have a pit in the canyon, and you have to figure out how to get out of that pit or over it. Down climbing, sometimes up climbing, so climbing in general. Swimming and dealing with water current. Falling while you're at the anchor is where most accidents happen. Rockfall actually is a very big danger. In wet canyons, you have the concern of water. When you're in a powerful waterfall and it's pounding on your head, it's the most awesome thing in the world, but it's also really dangerous if you don't know what you're doing or if you get caught. A lot of currents in wet canyons, currents that'll take you to a place you don't want to go or trap you in an area. It's very important in canyoneering to check the weather before you go into a canyon, because any water, any rain in the area can cause a flash flood. There are definite dangers in canyoneering like any other sport. An average person can get from knowing nothing about canyoneering to going canyoneering in a matter of days. You just look online, there's usually outfitters or providers that can take you canyoneering. If you like it after you go for the first time, then I would recommend taking a class and developing some skills for canyoneering. Do kind of some of the simpler canyons, get really good, build anchors, and then kind of build up to bigger, more intense, multi-day, kind of more technical canyons. Getting more people educated in the outdoors, going into the outdoors and appreciating the wilderness, those people will become more responsible and protective of wild environments. Those people won't leave behind trash, won't graffiti the rock, and will treat it with respect. If you're a responsible canyoneer, it's a very low impact sport. You're not leaving trash behind. What I do, I pick up trash when I go through a canyon. And that is something that I've seen a lot of other canyoneers do as well. Getting outside and being in nature gets you away from our manufactured problems, and it just kind of resets you so you can look at things differently. And I think it's just a matter of planning it, setting aside time, and just doing it. There's so many things that can get in the way, but if you make getting outside a priority in your life, then it'll happen. I'd prefer to do a canyon like as the sun's coming up. You're there on the trail and the whole city's like coming alive and the sun's coming up. Everyone's like on the freeway going to work and you're out in nature, you know. Doesn't get much more awesome than that.